Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. Today we're going to be using Blue's team from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So that consists of Aerodactyl, Exeggutor, Alakazam, Tauros, Gyarados, and Mega Charizard Y. So that is our team for today. Does not sound very good in this metagame, but you know what? We're going to use it anyway. Gives me a chance to show off Exeggutor a little bit more, hopefully. And yeah, thank you everybody for watching, of course. If you missed any of my previous Wi-Fi battles, there is a playlist down below. I encourage you to check that out, as well as the guide to team building. Feel free to leave a suggestion as well. I think Exeggutor is actually pretty cool. Like, I'm excited to use it in this. But yeah, let's get right into the battles. All right, guys. So we have a game. Going to be a little bit tough, but no psychic resistance. We do have an Alakazam. My Tauros is the fastest Pokemon out of every Pokemon here. So I might be able to get a win. I'm going to lead Aerodactyl because I can get up rocks and deny my opponent's rocks. And rocks are so good, especially with Charizard. Actually, Charizard's really good in this game. Wow. Their rocker is Clefable, which Aerodactyl stops from setting up Stealth Rock. And my Zard Y they don't really appreciate switching into it. So I'm okay with that. So yeah, ideally they lead off with Clefable. They probably try and go for Stealth Rock as I go for Taunt. And then I get up my rocks of my own. Depending on what they lead off with. If they don't lead off with Clefable, I'm clicking rocks versus basically everything else. Besides maybe Charizard, just Rock Slide. Just because it's safe. So lead off with Zard. Like I said, Rock Slide is relatively safe here, and Charizard is one of the things that actually threatens my... First off, it's a fire resist. Secondly, it threatens my my Exeggutor. So I'm going to go for Rock Slide here. They should not stay in. They definitely should not stay in. They actually do. Well, Zardex actually eats the hit, so maybe that's why they stayed in. And it can Will-O-Wisp me / Dragon Pulse. But I mean, it doesn't matter if I flinch and this does like so much damage, right? As they go for Thunder Punch, that won't be able to knock me out. Don't paralyze me. Now, I'm going to go for Stealth Rock here. The reason I'm going for Stealth Rock over KOing them is because I value it for Zapdos. And basically, if they have like Aqua Jet on their Blastoise, that's something that can revenge me if they wanted to go out into it. So I do definitely value Stealth Rock here. As they bring out Blastoise. Yep. So get them rocks up. Weaken that Charizard. Not bad. Okay, Blue's team doing it. This obviously isn't his movesets, but these are the 6 Pokemon. And what I can do is just go for the Earthquake here. It's guaranteed damage unless they have Aqua Jet. Like I said, they might have it, which is why I didn't want to go for a double Rock Slide. Because they didn't Mega Evolve their Charizard, that means they're not going to be able to Mega Evolve their Kangaskhan, or their Blastoise, or their Venusaur. And they do have that Aqua Jet. Great. Great in the sense that what I said came to pass. So I'm glad that my play was the best play. So I'm definitely going to bring out my Exeggutor now. Exeggutor gets a Sleep Powder on something. It can also Mega Drain if need be. But what I'm actually going to do is throw off a Psychic. Now, even if they stand and go for Ice Beam, it's going to do a good chunk. But the only thing I want out of this turn is damage. And if they go Venusaur, I weaken that for... Well, basically, if they go Charizard, I don't think Mega Drain will knock it out. And if they go Venusaur, I weaken that a lot. Which is really nice for Tauros. So that's very solid for Tauros. Oh, it's actually gone. Amazing. Quiet Nature Exeggutor, man. That's a threat. Hey. Hey, don't sleep on Exeggutor. He might not got that long neck like a Alolan. But this thing's still strong. It looks so goofy too. Look at the right. So it brings out Charizard. Obviously a fire move is coming my way. And I do have a Gyarados. They do have Thunder Punch though. They do have Thunder Punch, but if they Flare Blitz, they'll go down to recoil. So, and also I don't think Gyarados dies from 100% from Thunder Punch. I might be wrong. Obviously it's 4 times weak to it. And I can't Mega Evolve it because I'm keeping true to Blue's team, right? I have to Mega Evolve my I have to Mega Evolve my Zard versus this guy. Even though I would actually rather Mega Evolve Gyarados or even Alakazam. Alakazam at this point kind of just beats my opponent's entire team. But we're going to save Exeggutor because it comes in on Blastoise and kick Mega Drain or Psychic if need be. I think we're just going to die if they go for Thunder Punch. They might go for Flamethrower though. They might go for another Thunder Punch, predicting me to go this, as they go for Roost. So Thunder Punch is going to hurt. I don't know if it actually, like I said, KOs. Even though it is 4 times effective, Gyarados is very bulky. It's actually a guaranteed KO. That's insane. My Tauros isn't bad here. The reason I'm thinking Tauros is because I can tank the Thunder Punch that they're more than likely to go for. And go for Earthquake. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Even though Gyarados does nothing in this game. At all. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. Look how big Gyarados was compared to that too. They do it for that Thunder Punch. No para? Thank you. And we can just throw off an Earthquake. Now Earthquake will not knock out Zard. But it will put them in recoil range, I believe, of... it will put them in recoil range, I believe, of Flare Blitz. If they have that. If they go for Flamethrower, they should be able to knock out Tauros, though. They do go for Flare Blitz. I think this will be recoil range. Because even though Tauros was good, Zam is also... Ooh, big Tauros living. That's what I like to see. Not bad. That 1%. That is what I like to see. Tauros standing firm. Nice Tauros. So they're probably going to go Kangaskhan and click Fake out here. Do I want to mess around with that, though, and go Executor? I could. They go Blastoise, the Aqua Jet me. Alright, that's fine. I'm going to predict that. But I'm going to make the safe mid-ground play and actually go Gyarados over Executor, just in case they actually opt to Ice Beam, predicting me to want to go out into my... my Executor. As they do go for Dragon Tail, anticipating me to switch. That was a good play. Very good play. But that also leads to believe they cannot touch my Executor. As they drag it in, not bad. Alright, let's get some damage off on something. Go ahead and damage you off. Nice, they go for Dragon Tail again, so this is beautiful. I get so much off on them, that's amazing for my Alakazam. I didn't want to go for Sleep Powder because I didn't want to play around with misses. Also, my Executor can self-destruct on something too. Unfortunately, they bring out my Tauros, which I did not want. I want to keep this healthy for maybe the Gyarados. I mean, excuse me, the Zapdos, rather. I said Gyarados because I'm switching out to Gyarados now on the Aqua Jet. If they go for another Dragon Tail, fantastic play on their part. Absolutely fantastic play. But I'm keeping Tauros around just because of its speed tier. Just getting off maybe a Rock Slide on Zapdos might be the key for Alakazam winning the game. But my Executor might be able to just dominate my opponent anyway. They go for Aqua Jet, yep. Okay, so at this point, Waterfall picks up the KO, and it also hits their entire team from neutral. We'll go for that. I might not even have to use my Zardois. We'll see, though. We'll see. There's nothing they can do here. I mean, if they want to go Zapdos, I'm going to always click Waterfall basically till my Gyarados drops. And they end up forfeiting there. Oh, well, I mean, Executor ended up putting in a ton of work in the first game, so I count that as a win for us, regardless of their forfeit. I don't think they could have actually came back. Like, I don't think I would have thrown that. But we'll see. But yeah, guys, I'll pause it until we find another battle, and we will be right back. Alright, guys, we have a game. Now, I'm not going to lie. Kind of wish I could Mega Evolve certain Pokemon versus this guy. But I absolutely love my... Wow, I'm so weak to Eradicate. I love my Gyarados in this, though. I'm actually going to lead off with it. Even though I have no ground type, and if they want to lead off with Electro, that's very good versus me. That's fine, though. That's fine. The point of this isn't to have the best team. It's to use Blue's team from Let's Go, right? I like Gyarados because water is really tough for them to switch into besides their Alolan Executor. So nothing else resisted, basically. I can say the same about mine, but I have 2 water resists, so I'm fine. That Eradicate is going to be annoying. Hopefully my Will-O-Wisp Zardois helps me out in this. So unfortunately my opponent makes the executive decision to lead off with the Electrode, which destroys my team, especially with screen support. It actually doesn't destroy my team, but it destroys my Gyarados lead. We're going to make the Executor play here, and that'll allow me to throw off a Psychic, which is, besides Alolan Eradicate, unresisted by their team. I have to be very careful about this thing because speed-wise, Electrode is very, very, very good versus me. So I'm going to throw off a Psychic here. Unfortunately, they paralyzed me. I don't want that. Because I want to be able to throw off attacks. But I'm going to throw off a Psychic. I don't want a Sleep Powder just in case they go out into a Alolan Executor on the Sleep Powder, predicting it. Because obviously it would be immune to it. Hopefully they don't go out to the Rat. I'd very much not like Raticate coming out right now. Alolan Raticate is very threatening too. They go for Reflect first, so I'm okay with that. As I'm able to get off a Psychic, beautiful. Very much value this damage off of them. And I even get a crit. That's so lucky. That is so lucky for me. I'm sorry, dude. I feel bad. That Electro looks so sad, too. But yeah, I get really, really lucky. I stop them from getting up another screen, and I get one of the biggest threats to my team. And they don't get up a light screen, which is very important, considering I have very strong special attackers. So they are going to bring out their Aerodactyl. I mean, as far as switching into this thing goes, doesn't really exist for my team, so I'm just gonna go for Mega Drain here. Actually, I'll throw for Sleep Powder just in case they want to get up rocks. If they Mega Evolve and have Wing Attack, I'll go down. But I may go down actually. I might live it because I have really good defense. As they go for Stealth Rock, nice. Ideally, we break through the paralysis and we're able to get off a Sleep Powder here. That's very important. Yay. Okay. Alright, alright. I know that yay sounded really unenthusiastic, but I really meant it. Thank you. So because I've only revealed Psychic and Sleep Powder, I'm actually going to go for Mega Drain because I do not want them going Eradicate. They can stay in if they want to. I mean, this will do a good chunk. And I'm breaking through all this paralysis too. That's so good for me, man. I couldn't have asked for some better turns. I really couldn't have. And we're even wasting Reflect turns, which is very important too. So we're going to go for another Mega Drain here. They don't get the first turn Wake. Their last turn was the guaranteed turn. I do stay asleep though. So either way, Mega Drain is my play because I recover. They do wake up. Crunch is going to hurt. Ooh, Executor actually tanked that. Without the defense drop, I'd be able to tank the next one. Let's see if we break through. Nice. Alright, so this is very important that we broke through there because that means that it's in range of my Tauros. And that's something I wouldn't have been able to do without Executor. So very happy about Executor in this game. Even wasted the turns to Reflect, which is very important. I like it for Sand Slash, but I have Gyarados as well. I'm going to have to go Tauros no matter what after. I'm just going to throw off another Mega Drain. They're going to be able to knock me out. They actually go for Rock Slide, which does not knock me out. But because I am... Yeah, I knew I wouldn't go down. But because I am paralyzed and Rock Slide has that chance to flinch, I knew that I'd more than likely not get on top in that turn. A little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. I got lucky versus the Executor. I can't complain. Like, I got very, very, very lucky versus the Executor. With the Executor versus the Electrode, sorry. I really just be mixing up words. So I'm going to go Tauros up. If you guys are wondering why it has Surf, it's supposed to lure Rhydon. But we're going to be out Tauros here. I guess the cool thing about Surf is I'm going to be able to knock out... the Aerodactyl at like 10% with this move. And that's actually very, very, very crucial because that means I don't have to risk missing Rock Slide. I don't have to take Recall from Double Edge, which would be able to knock him out. Imagine Surf doesn't KO at like 10. I know Tauros doesn't have the best. The Tauros has no special attack. It really has no special attack. But there's no way this thing lives a Surf at like 2%. Get out of here. So provided no flinch, Surf should be able to knock him out. It was the most accurate way to make me not lose take Recall. So yep. We get rid of Mega Aerodactyl. They had no other Megas anyway. They still do have Alakazam, they still do have Kabutops, they still have Sand Slash. So they definitely have a bunch of threats. But my Tauros' Double Edge and Earthquake is very threatening for them as well. And Tauros is still out of range of Sucker Punch from Raticate, for example. As they go Kabutops. I'm out of range of Aqua Jet from this thing too. I'm going to go for Earthquake, get off some damage. I think it's going to do around half. I want to say I'll do around half, maybe a little bit more. Really nice because it means that Zam can knock it out. And this is also something that threatens my... This is also something that threatens my Charizard. So I don't mind weakening it. Oh, way more than half. Ooh, 70%, 80% almost. As they go right for Superpower. Smart play. Alright, so they're going to be able to take me out there. However, at the range they are at, let me just see what they have left. Because they have... Actually, there's almost no reason to not go out into my Gyarados, but I want to keep it around because it can live a hit from Raticate. I'm pretty sure at -1, Mega Charizard Y can live an Aqua Jet from Kabutops because it is going to be -1, right? And if it does, I like Mega Charizard here because I can get off a Flamethrower and I can potentially Will-O-Wisp the Raticate as well. But the thing is, Aqua Jet is just so strong too. I don't think it'll knock me out. It's -1. It's -1, and Flamethrower definitely takes you out, even at that percentage. Well, Flamethrower doesn't take you out, but Air Slash does. Sorry. Flamethrower definitely doesn't. But Air Slash does. I gotta make sure I Mega Evolve into Y because that is what Blue has. I'll take an Aqua Jet. This will do, the Aqua Jet will do around 30%, I want to say. Maybe a little bit more. But I'll take it, and Air Slash does knock out Kabutops. Flamethrower isn't guaranteed because Kabutops is 4 times resistant. But the reason I went out to this is because I wanted to be able to Will-O-Wisp, maybe Raticate or something. I do manage to connect. Nice. Alright, go ahead and give me that Kabutops. Thank you very much. Nice. Alright, so that's gone. They could probably bring out Sandslash if they want to, but I can Flamethrower that thing for damage. If they bring out Raticate, I can Flamethrower that too. They do bring out Sandslash. Rock Slide is going to hurt. Even if I burn them, will that make a difference? Not really. Nah, it's not. I'm just going to go for Flamethrower here. Get off as much damage as possible. Oof, and I get a... I'm so sorry, man. Yo, I stay critting this guy. This poor dude. This poor dude. So that would have done around 70-something%. Allowing me to then go out into my... my Gyarados after to revenge kill. I feel really bad though. So Raticate shouldn't be able to knock me out with Sucker Punch at all. Like, at all. We're just gonna go for Flamethrower for damage. That doesn't knock me out. There's no way. Yeah, that's way too weak. And this will 2 KO you. I'll play it a little bit, I want to avoid the next Sucker Punch, and I don't want to roost on it because they could double edge. So I'd rather Will-O-Wisp. Because basically what Will-O-Wisp does is it halves their attack. Like, I more than likely would have lived the next Sucker Punch, but depending on rolls, maybe not. And this means that their Sucker Punch will be weaker, allowing my Charizard to then be able to guarantee get off into the Flamethrower. I could have, like, this also helped out if they went for Swords Dance or anything like that too. As they end up forfeiting there. That's another forfeit, man. I don't blame this guy, though. I don't blame this guy. I crit Electrode and I crit Sandslash. But you know what? In both games, Exeggutor put in a ton of work. I know I mixed up so many names. I always do that all the time. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed this little showcase of Blue's team from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Exeggutor, in particular, put in a ton of work. I will see you guys next time. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next time as well. Check out the playlist, though, because in the playlist, I use Pokemon that you guys always suggest. So check it out. I encourage you to. I'll see you guys. Goodbye, my friends.